The United Nations Office on Drug and Crime in Nigeria has pledged to support the federal government to tackle drug abuse and related organized crime. Dr. Akani Domoibanga, the National Project Officer of UNODC, said this while addressing participants at the media interaction on Introduction to Drug Education for School Children in Abuja, adding that the project aims to support governments in its response to drug production, trafficking and prevention of drug abuse in the country.
In general, broadly, the project is to support the federal government in terms of its response to drug production, trafficking, and dissemination within the country. And so it's a very broad project. What we are doing here is actually a very tiny bit of it, which was to work with CSOs in terms of their own response and what they can do to help the situation. So we've had 3 weeks basically of working with the CSOs. Each week has been with a different set of CSOs, 5 CSOs each week, having 5 people from each of these 5 CSOs. These were 15 CSOs that had initially received a grant from UNODC to carry out drug prevention, treatment, and care sensitization in their various communities. And so this second meeting was, again, a follow-up meeting to kind of be up to date in terms of their own experience in carrying out this program, and to then also train them in how to then work with schools. Because prior to this, what they're working with was communities. So we didn't have any package for them to work with schools. So this is now to train them what they can do when they're engaging or working within the school environment.
It's more of different civil society organizations coming in to put in an application. It's like a bidder conference, which was run by one of the sister UN agency, which is the United Nations Development Program. They were in charge of gathering all the application and selecting. So it was more of going to the bidders conference and putting, after the bidders conference, they gave us the criteria, what needs they want to see in the proposals and eligibility criteria. So after that, we put in our applications, and during those periods, we were told that the maximum any civil society organization could apply for was 15 million naira, but you could apply for lesser than that, but the maximum you could get from this project is 50 million naira.
A participant, Mr. Akufai Jonah, Program Officer of Creative Media Center for Development, an NGO, said the event was able to promote knowledge on proper ways to respond to drug and crimes.
Given the grant, I would say that what Nigerians should expect is that more people should get to know more about drug use, get information about drug use, then also lesser stigmatization in terms of people who use drugs, and also supporting families of people who use drugs, and also change in attitude and belief. So we want to shift narratives in terms of issues around stigma, in terms of access to treatment and care for people who use drugs.
For her part, Evelyn Joseph, Program Manager of Society for the Improvement of Rural People, an NGO, had this to say.
This is a very unique workshop, and is well conducted. The consultants did a very good work in terms of the training models we are going to use in stepping down this training, and it's very simplified, so that when you begin to train the teachers, it will be very easy for every teacher to be able to step down at the knowledge of the students.
High point of the event was the PowerPoint presentation by the Mandate Health Empowerment Initiative, an NGO, and evaluation of the course by CSOs. The event, which started from the 17th to the 20th of February, was organized to promote implementation of work plan on human interest stories.